Hi, I'm Lori Grunin, Senior Editor with CNET, and I'm here in the Sony booth at CES with the new Handycam HDR TD10. It's their 3D camcorder, because this is the show of 3D camcorders, for better or worse. Everybody's taking a different approach, and Sony's happens to be what I think probably one of the more robust approaches. They're using two separate sensors, in addition to two separate lenses, of course, for a full HD 3D picture. The flip side is that, for instance, Panasonic's 3D lenses are add-on. They don't have to be on the camcorder, so if you want to shoot 2D, you get a full lens. With Sony, on the other hand, if you want to shoot 2D, which the camcorder lets you do, it only uses one of the lenses. As you'd expect on a 3D model, the LCD display shows in 3D or 2D. It's kind of uses a manual switch to convert between the two views, which is kind of interesting. The one thing that you notice about the camcorder at first is it's kind of big. You expect it with all of the stuff that's inside, but I find it awkward to use. On the other hand, with 3D, you probably really want to be shooting on a tripod anyway, so I don't know that you're ever going to use it handheld very much. The shaky look just doesn't cut it when it comes to 3D. As is typical for Sony's high-end camcorders, it has the 5.1 surround audio. Anybody who follows me knows that I'm not really big on the 5.1 surround for, shooting your own video, but there you have it. The microphone placement is kind of odd. It's on the bottom of the camcorder, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect the sound, but it does incorporate S-Master, which is Sony's higher-end audio system, so they have probably made some improvements to it. That'll be nice. And Sony's camcorders this year have wind filters, which I have been begging for a long, long time. The rest of the camcorder specs are pretty typical for a prosumer model. The lenses are 10x zoom. They're the G lenses, which are Sony's higher quality lenses. It uses a 7 megapixel Exmor sensor. Frankly, it's going to be pretty pricey. If you've shelled out for a 3D TV, then maybe the $1,500 that you'll have to spend on this is worth it to you. I'm going to reserve judgment. Everybody's got a different 3D implementation, not only how they're shooting 3D, but the file formats. And I believe in order to support this dual sensor, that it uses a non-standard 3D file format. It'll be interesting to test it out once I can get it. It's supposed to ship in April. I'm Lori Grunin, and this is the Sony Handycam HDR TD10.